round 3 starting now, and I think we've had it looked like a stern talking to in the Quigley corner there. I think they had strong words with Jennings. I think it wouldn't be surprised now if we've seen something a little bit different. He's clearly been a bit more of the aggressor in this round. In the second round, he seems to have his back against the ropes a lot more. So I think we may see something a little bit different in this round from the Jennings corner.
Yeah, that's right. If Tony Quigley Senior has told Jennings to do something, then I'm fairly confident that Jennings will do it. Big Tony earns the respect of his fighters, and I know the lads in the gym really do respect him. He's a strict disciplinarian, and basically if he's give Jennings orders to change, then I think Jennings will do it. So far we're not seeing it yet. It's still Mathews on the back foot, and I just think Jennings is getting Mathews on the ropes quite a lot. If he can just keep him there and maybe find one of them left hooks, then he's getting close, but he just seems to be missing every time.
Fight just taking a little bit of a low ebb now. We're just having a little bit of a quiet time. The referee having to break them a little bit more. It's I think that could be down to Jennings just changing tactics slightly. We're seeing a little bit more clinch work, a little bit more wrestling on the inside. It's all part of the game. It's all obviously brought in to try and upset Mathews' flow so far. So we're just seeing a little bit of a low ebb in the fight so far. But you know, the passion is still there. The crowd are obviously still up for it. It's standing room only here at Greenbank, and it's been a great night so far, Chris. We've had some great nights already on the card.
Yeah, we've had some good results earlier on. Unfortunately, Terry Needham lost the undefeated record when he was beaten by Dale Hutchison. Jazza Dickens and Kevin Satchel maintained their unbeaten records, and Joe Tonks also got back to winning ways with a good win over Robin Deacon. But I think this is what everyone's here to see tonight. A local derby, two good lads, Kirby being Liverpool. So I think they're delivering so far. I think big thing is, I think the big word in the build-up was experience. Derry's had a lot more fights than Stephen, and it seems to be shown at the moment. This is Stephen's sixth fight, I believe. And basically he is showing some novice attributes at the moment.
What's the logic there then in the Quigley corner? Obviously they're offered this fight. It's obviously opportunity knocks for them, and they see something in Derry's armoury that they can take advantage of. And obviously a win tonight would of course spring Jennings right up the rankings. But you know, this is a guy with 7 fights going in there with a former world champion, and at times it looks that way as well, Chris.
Yeah. As we spoke about earlier, Stephen knows Derry very well. Tony Quigley Senior will know Derry very well. They've boxed a lot as amateurs. And even though Derry's got that illustrious career, as I said before, he has shown vulnerabilities. It does look like, looking at his career, he's been stopped 5 times, and so there is weaknesses. He isn't unbeatable, and Jennings knows him really well, and I think that could be the big factor why he's took this fight.
I think that was a closer round, but I think Mathews has still got this way on that one as well.
3 rounds to none, Mathews.
Round 4 here at the Greenbank Leisure Centre in Liverpool with the local derby. Stephen Jennings taking on former world champion Derry Mathews, trying to rail the Dirty Derry Express all the way to a European title, and so far unfortunately Kirby's finest struggling a little bit with the experience of the former champion. This is set up for 10 rounds for the Masters lightweight title. So far ringside consensus is that we've got Mathews 3 rounds ahead. This is the 4th, and it's getting a little bit scrappy now, Chris. The referee getting a little bit more involved as well.
That looked like an excellent shot there from Jennings. Leading well with the left hook, but it's all he seems to be doing. Right hand, wild wide right hand there, just missed. But I'd like to see Jennings setting the left hook more off the jab. He's leading with it, and it's very easy for Mathews to read. He's telegraphing it, it's really wide, and it's not going to land on an experienced veteran like Mathews.
Is this the thing? You know, there's obviously a lot of clinch work, a lot of close stuff now. Is this, you know, this is something we see often when guys have sparred together, have fought each other a lot in the past. They kind of know each other's little tricks and intricacies. Of course, these guys are working on game plans specific to the fight, but you know, when we get in there and the fight gets heated, people revert to type, and I think that's why we're just seeing a little bit less of the old ebb and flow now. You know, these guys are countering each other a little bit too much, but I still feel like Mathews is the one that's dominating from the centre of the ring. He's pushing the fight. He seems to be controlling the pace of the fight as well. I think Jennings needs a big round to really turn this crowd around and to turn the referees, judges around as well.
Yeah, that right hand earlier that Mathews threw, I think it's had an effect on Jennings. His work rate's really slowed down this round. Let's not forget, the most he's done is 6 rounds. He's fighting 10 rounds tonight, and he has started like house on fire. He set a really fast pace, and it could be catching up with him now. Mathews landed a brilliant right hand, and he seems to have slowed down. He's backing up onto the ropes, and wild with that. He's looking for that shot, one shot.
As you say, he's winding up that left hook seemingly at every opportunity now. And Mathews just seems to be reading it that little bit better and looking for that counter right hand.
Every time it misses, every time the Jennings left hook misses, it just must be sapping so much energy from Stephen. The pace must be on his mind.
He's in trouble now. He's hitting with a big right to the body. Closing up now, right uppercut as well. The 8 counts. I think Jennings will beat the count, but I think it was the body shot more than the uppercut that seemed to do the problem. Right on the bell. Quigley Senior was up on the ring apron there. I think he was letting him know that we were right on the bell as well, that he could see it through. He'd have the full minute to recover, but I think the right body shot seemed to do the damage there, Chris, and then the follow-up uppercut was the one that put him over.
Yeah, it was an excellent attack by Mathews. I think the damage was done early in the round with that right hand. Jennings' pace really slowed dramatically after that. I don't think he recovered from that first right hand. He was lumbered on the ropes. He had nowhere to go. He couldn't move. Jennings just picked him off, and Mathews picked him off, and he really seems uncomfortable in there now. I thought Big Tony Quigley was going to throw the towel in at one moment, but he was just getting prepared for the end of the round. I don't think this has got much longer.
Welcome back to Greenbank Leisure Centre. We've just seen a massive round from Derry Mathews. Stephen Jennings over right on the bell. It was the bell that saved him actually. He made the 8 count, but the bell was the one that was most important. But it was the right to the body and then a sweet uppercut as well, which put him over. Referee just having a little word here just to clean it up. But I think Jennings is on borrowed time right now. We need something a bit special to turn this fight around.
Yeah, that was a good right hand there from Jennings. In the previous round was just reward for Mathews' hard work. He's been excellent all fight. He's lost a fight. He's done everything right, and it seemed only a matter of time before Jennings had hit the canvas. I don't know what the problem is now. I just think Tony Quigley might just send him out for one last round, and he really seems to be uncomfortable in there. Towel's in his hand.
He's clutching that towel like his life depends on it as well. Tony Quigley Senior, you know, like a lot of these Liverpool coaches, loves his kids, and if he sees too much punishment going in, I think we will see the towel come in. Again, Derry counting it, hit him with 2 real nice shots there, left and a right, pinned him down in the corner. He's had him over again. That right hook just landed just behind the ear, more disorientating than pain than anything. But he's taking the full 8 on his knee. I think he will be fine to recover. Referee just asking him if he wants to continue now. Quigley Senior still got that towel in his hand. Derry going for the finish. Oh, great counter left from Jenkins. He throws in there Jennings with a left hand that seemed to counter and wobble Mathews for a second, but straight back to it. The hooks are coming in. Jennings needs to hold on and ride this one through, Chris.
This is outstanding bravery from Jennings. He's out on his feet there, but he's given everything he's got. He wants this victory so bad. He caused me with a good left hook there, but I don't think there's much long. If Derry can just keep his composure, he'll get him out of there this round. Huge bravery from Jennings though. Absolute fantastic bravery. People need to remember this is only his 6th fight.
Without a doubt, and he's still driving forward as well. Credit to the guy there, taking a fight against a guy with so much more experience, but he's still driving forward. He's been on the floor twice, but he's looking for the big shot. And he unlucky there, he landed a good right hand. Oh, referee will have a word. That was a bad shot round the back of the head. That is an illegal punch, obviously. Mathews may just get a bit of a talking to from the referee. Don't think there was anything venomous in that, Chris. More a little bit of excitement, that's all.
Yeah, that's it. Jennings can appreciate this rest. There we go again. 1 point deducted. He's been in a very strict mood all night for Steve Gray. He took a point off there, Hutchin earlier for an elbow. Didn't even give Mathews a warning, just a point straight off. Jennings needed that rest.
I think that rest could have saved Jennings' his future in this fight a lot more than possibly even the point that he just advantaged there. I think that 30 seconds is invaluable in his recovery. And he seems like he's got a little bit more gas in the tank, and The problem with Jennings now, of course, Chris, is even if he can turn it round, get a bit of a revival going, he is still going into uncharted territory in the future rounds. He's never been past 6 before anyway, and he seems to be. He's on his last legs. I think the referee could stop this. No, he's going to give him a count. Jennings had a little look at Tony Quigley Sr. there. I don't know whether he was saying he was okay or whether he wanted the fight stopped. I think he must have been saying he was okay, but again, I think he may well only last one more round. Chris, he looked out there.
I'd love to hear what's getting said in that corner right now. The bell saved Jennings the last 2 rounds. He's really uncomfortable, but he's given it a huge effort. I just think the way he's trying to win the fight and get back into the fight, it must be taking so much energy off him. Wild shots, missing wildly, most of them as well. So it really can't be good for his stamina. I'd be very surprised if this fight goes one more round. The corner needs to remember that he's still a young prospect. He's got a good future in this sport, but tonight it just seems like Mathews' experience just seems that little bit too good for him.